at least just for this fight. So if you want to hire a group for next week, then put out some more deeps this week.
So
Evening, everybody.
For me being the only resto druid.
Well, for healers, I mean, sorry. After damage.
So I have a question on that, because like last week, are y'all going to take into account that people that stayed in and got somebody else's spores and caused somebody to miss their spores? Like, how are we going to like factor that in?
Yeah, I would love to take that under consideration. I don't remember that happening too much last week, at least on the first one. But everybody try to be cautious of that this week, please.
Hey, Grim, is that week or is that a different one than the one you put in earlier?
Yeah, I just took Rhea sat tonight because we were a little over on healers, so Rhea's not.
Oh, so you updated, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with us, guys, while we figure out the raid comp for tonight. But we'll get going.
The other thing we need to make slight adjustments on from last week is when you need to use your bandage, that is one of the most important heals across the whole fight. If you are too close to a spore or too close to the boss, your bandage is going to get interrupted. So you need to make sure before popping that bandage to move away from spores and also move away from the boss.
Keller, put pack on.
Oh, I have it on myself. My bad.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
As soon as you get these, go ahead and pop one too. Y'all got to pre-pop one of these.
Yeah, and for the folks, just so everybody knows, we're trying to rotate the people that sit, and try to make it fair. So while still maintaining some viability as far as what we need for that night. So we're gonna do our best not to have people sit multiple nights in a row, that sort of thing. So that's where we were at for tonight. We had 2 warlocks sit last night, so they're both in tonight. That sort of thing. So.
Thanks, Deb.
No problem.
By the way, if you're offline, feel free to get online.
I don't need shadow power, Deb.
I thought.
Can I get a couple stacks of water?
I'm hoping somebody else has some. I didn't have any space. Sorry.
Well, I figured you didn't. That's why I was going to see who did.
Hard boost has enough for a couple people, but my bags are pretty full too.
138 too. That's good.
I'll take 2 hard boosts.
I got room for 5.
Yeah, I'm out of water.
We're pre-potting the shadow, right?
Yeah, if you have from me or from whoever, please pop one already.
How generous.
Is everybody here? Leaf's not here. That's who we're missing, guys.
Our fearless leader.
Yeah, it looks like he...
I was going to say, didn't he mention that he had that...
Yeah, he might not have made it, so... that's all right.
So we're starting with Group 8. I will call that out when the first spore spawns, and then going down from there, Group 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll call out the first round, but then it's going to be on you to refresh your spore. Please do not go take somebody else's that first round, and wait till the 5 people or 4 other people in your group are there before you deal any damage to that spore.
Yeah, I do, human, but he's not online. If you want to message him on Discord, we can certainly free up that spot for him. I'm going to take Leaf out.
Just an FYI to the hunters, your pet will get the buff off of you. Don't recall him back because it might take it off of somebody else.
Besides that, let's just make sure everybody listens to what I call out and when to actually pop another shadow pod or a bandage. If you listen to what I tell you, I promise you'll be alive at the end of the fight.
Promise.
Promise, Dad.
Yes. I'm sure we got buffs on Hunter's pets.
Are we getting somebody else in here? Summoned and buffed and everything?
We're trying to get a hold of Walter. Did not stay online, so we sent him a message.
We should probably just go without him, though.
Yeah, we're not going to hold up. We can probably do this for 39, so. Let's move on up.
Again, if you have not yet, please pop a shadow pot. It's very important.
We get some prayers of shadow protection up here.
I got disconnected.
Okay, we'll wait.
Alright, I'm back.
Which tank is going to be going in first?
Jethro.
So last week we kind of had the spores spawning farther away. Is that because we were too far left? Should the whole raid group be right up here to the right?
Just based on boss positioning, he just needed to move a little bit further out of the circle. Well, it's fine this week.
Cool. Sounds good. Everyone is ready. Let's get a countdown and let's do this.
Everybody move up to the threshold, please.
Make sure you're inside the door.
Yep.
Jet and Grope raid timer and shit.
I got a couple people that are missing.
Just
Mark.
going.
It's
Let's
going.
move up.
Group 5 moves on. Me first.
Should be good.
4 and 3 seconds.
Semi, then Venny.
Group 8, it's in the
then
back left.
Shit.
Group 8's not here. Kill it now. Okay.
Cam, you're next, and then Rice.
Group
Have to
7.
skip over me because I screwed up.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. Andar is after that.
Group 6.
If B-Res doesn't count as a heal, please get human.
Then Miko, you're gonna be next. Go ahead. And then Wovey after that.
Group 5.
And then Dark.
Group 4.
Okay, Yola Bro, you're up after this.
Group 3.
When he gets low, X Spartan, you're up. And next, going out.
Group 2.
And then Semi. Semi. And then Benny, go ahead.
Group 8, there's a spore here if you needed a refresh. In 20 seconds, we're going to pop another shadow pot.
Aandar and Crystal. Silver. Miko. Lovely.
10 seconds, we're going to shadow pot.
Dark, be ready.
Everyone shadow pot in 3, 2, 1. Shadow pot.
Yellow bro, you're up. Getting a little behind on healers. X-Spartan, you're next, and go ahead.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed
I'm up.
daffodils.
Okay, Semi's after me. Then you're next.
In 20 seconds, we have our bandage. Make sure you get away from the boss and away from spores.
Cam and then Rice. Rice and then Aandar.
We're going to bandage in 3, 2, 1. Everybody bandage now.
Aandar, you're up. And then Crystal. Crystal and Miko.
Next thing is your health stone or whipper tube in 15 seconds.
Miko, you're up. Lovely's next.
Health stone in 5 seconds. Health stone now.
Darken, you're up. Yolo bro is next. Yolo bro went. X-Spartan, you're after him.
In 5 seconds, pop another shadow pot. Pop a shadow pot now.
Go next. And then Cam, you're up after that. Then Rice, he's gonna go when he gets low.
Nice job.
Ooh.
Pass on
Damn it.
everything.
Sorry about that.
You guys have room?
Sorry about that, human.
The fuck, I died right at the last second?
So did I.
Here I was, and he was like, yes, I actually survived and kept my fucking buffs.
Warriors and rogues, if you would have main spec'd those, let's just type 1 in raid.
So just as an FYI, I did live, or am live blogging this, and Lathob is up on Warcraft logs.
I see Grope with a 1. Anybody else?
Let's keep moving, guys.
Okay, congrats to Grope. We're gonna have to manually change this first boss loop later here.
Yeah, sorry about that, Burbs.
It's all good, man. I don't think everybody passed yet. Actually, Grope, can you pick up the legs? You still here?
No, I ran all those two.
Alright, I'll pick them up and trade them.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you just want to pick everything up and then roll it off afterwards.
Yeah, the splinter's still being rolled for. Just if you haven't passed yet, people, please pass.
Got him?
Burbs,
What?
you left the room.
Fuck. I'll go back and get it later. Let's do the other legs. If you wanted the Pally Hunter Druid legs, push 1 and raid.
I'm happy to report I was not dead last in the DPS. Close.
Last call. If you want those legs, please 1 and raid. Spartan, Dark, Draco, Rice, Kalor. Is Rice on top? I don't want to read this incorrectly. I think so. Looks like Gratz Rice. And the ring, if anybody at all wanted this, 1 and raid.
I think that was offset last time, I think.
Yeah, even if it's off spec, you can just type 1 and raid.
So, am I accidentally staying in the wrong side again?
It worked.
Hey Rice, I'm right behind you if you want to stop a second. I can give you these legs.
Thank you.
Yep, rats man.
Do you have room in your bags?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, looks like we just eat it. No one's rolling. So
alright, I'll give it to Dibs.
Did you get your splinter?
Yes, 30 now.
Congrats.
Thanks, man.
Did we get the runes?
No, I'm gonna go back and get them before the night is over, I promise.
May your generosity be returned.
Human, are you moving groups here for this fight?
Yeah, right now
Okay.
I am.
Forget I'm on the living side.
Yeah, can you get the priest assist?
Yep, I'll do that while he's moving groups.
While that's happening, mages, if you haven't had a chance yet, it's pretty easy to go in and download that a weak aura that I have in mage chat. It'll be really helpful. Even priest too. It'll show you if a shackle or a sheep is yours when you click on it.
Hopefully it loads automatically during the encounter. I was practicing on some trash outside. It wasn't showing, so let's hope.
So I've got basically just groups 6, 7, 8, and then Wipeout on Undead side. That seems really thin. Did we? We had more Pallies. That's right. Okay, so it's 4 Pallies and Crystal healing Undead side, and then all the priests and Venny on live side. Oh, sorry, Wolvley's. Wolvley, Crystal, and 4 Pallies. Is that too many healers on Dead side?
Well, we accidentally had Dark on live side last week. I don't know if we want to keep that, but And who do you want tanking besides for Grim on the live side?
Yeah, so I put Grope over onto live side, so it'll be the tanks in group 1, and then Jethro and I will be on dead side.
Okay, got that, Grim.
Like that's kind of why I don't know that we want you est on live side, because like I'm not DPSing this time.
Okay, we can try it.
Yeah, very important. You look at what Grim said. If you don't see it, Silas, you got wave 8. I'm doing wave 10. Sorale at 12. Boss 14. Run at 17. Luma's not here.
Here.
So that'll be. Oh, you are in here. Nice. You'll be on 18 then.
Everybody's pre-potted their subjective protection potions by now.
Which ones are we supposed to use on this one?
The ones that coat your butt.
Thank you.
I think it's Arcane on dead side.
Arcane, yeah.
Preparation age.
Smart ass.
You said the ones that coat your butt, preparation age.
Cocoa butter, that's it.
So I'm going on dead side. I'm actually going to the right side, just letting everybody know.
Come back! Come back!
Everybody, make sure you're far away if you're on live side. That worked pretty well last time. The Knights ended up just charging the middle tank, so stay back.
Alright, I'm on dead side, human. I'll take your DPS spot over here.
Grim, right before we pull, can you post your macro for all that stuff one more time then? Just so it's on the screen. Thanks.
Anyone on dead side need pots? Come find me.
What do we use here again? Arcane?
Correct.
Correct. Yes, arcane.
What's up? You need an arcane pot? Wipe out? I got one.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to trade Ast or you.
I'll do. There you go.
Either one.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We got buffs on everybody. Hunter's pets too, please.
All pets are good.
Cool.
If any casters on live side need a flask, just open trade with Luminor. I brought X for you.
Can I get an Arcane Intellect? This is Dugray.
Wait a minute, I'm on the wrong side.
Yeah, Group 5 needs hint. Well, at least give me a 30-minute on rice and please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, everybody's ready.
Alright, once I get full mana here, give me 1 second. Please remember your CC targets. It's going to be a little chaotic, so hard for me to call that out each time. But go ahead and take a peek now. When it's that wave, make sure you sheep or shackle whatever spawns on the right side, on live side. And with that, I'm going to pull the boss. Let's get it.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm of the House.
Remember to pop your cooldowns between waves like 10 and 16 everywhere. That's when you should be using all your stuff you got. If we can just get the boss down here and survive the waves, it's easy. Go left to right. Same thing.
Remember, if you're not going to get a good hit on them, stay away from the AoE.
Same thing again.
Yeah, hunters can just pretty much own these first couple waves dead side.
Crystal, I'd get further back.
Don't use up your
Go
pre-pot.
left knight first. Knight first, quick. Left to right here. Left knight first, quick. Left to right, killing all of this still. This wave should have a sheep on the right, Silas, that's you. Kill the left one first. Let's get this next one. Everybody on the rider, rider.
Whoa.
Recover, I got this one. Let's get that Death Knight. This one should be shackled. Wave 11. There's a square running free. Thank you. Try not to hit that, anybody. Kill the rider, everybody. Pop cooldowns here. Got a trainee in the group. Let's just kill it. Fear if you have to.
We're good on dead side.
Okay, keep sending stuff, guys. We got this. Left one.
I got the horse.
Rider. Everybody on the
Death Knight.
rider. Just keep stuff sheep now. We're doing good. Just keep everything CC'd. We got this. Everything else is CC'd, dead side. Just hold your own. Kill the rider. Everybody. Almost there. Get this Death Knight. Should be the last thing we send over.
It's a trainee back.
Got you. That should be it now. Just focus up, keep everything CC'd, and we kill the boss.
They're training in the back, hunters.
I have waited long enough.
Let the tanks get aggro.
Now you face the harvester of souls.
Big heals on tanks.
Trainees loose on a healer.
Kill it if you have to.
Yeah, just kill it, guys. Boss is back to you.
The CCs.
%50 at the boss.
Kill his trainee dead side.
30%, gate's gonna open. If you have to CC, please watch your target still. The boss is already dead, so.
Can you mark
everybody come over here. Yep, I'll mark skulls. Let's kill this one first.
Melee, stay over here. Melee, stay over here.
Remember, it's going to send over there still.
Hunters can turret in the middle, but melee stay.
Kill these trainees. Kill these trainees. 2 trainees. Come and kill the diamond. It's now a skull. It's on the left.
Turn away while you still can.
Come, Zeliek. Do not
Then we'll kill
hang
triangle.
around. Not before we have
Just pick these off.
I do hope they stay alive
Last
long
one.
enough for me to introduce
Fucking
myself.
job, guys.
Very smooth. Nice.
Run away as fast as they can.
Yeah, he got owned when he came over here.
Another splinter. Got there.
Conserve your anger.
Soul Harvester's Bindings.
Sick ass bracers.
Roll if you need them.
Go with it for the crit because I have bracers that suck balls.
Anybody else?
Screw you, run it. No, I'm just kidding.
I should just give it to him.
No, it's fine, bro. If you need the crit, you need the crit.
I don't know what to do with them now. You guys need to decide. Run it. Do you want them or no?
Just give it to him.
Alright, Gratz Luma.
Fucking D.
Warrior Rogue Boots.
Silas.
Anybody at all? Last call. Gratz Human.
If any of the warriors that we have tank 4 horsemen have absolutely awful boots, let me know.
Guess what? We have, what, 2.5 hours now for 4 horsemen? It's fucking awesome.
Superb. Did you get the rune out of here?
I did. Thank you for asking.
You mean 2.5 hours for
Sad.
the Zog?
Yeah.
Saffron?
That's right.
Yeah, seriously.
We're good to kill ship. We should probably not pull this. Well,
Just be careful pulling trash. A lot of us have world buffs. I don't want to lose it on a, a quick pull or
I
something.
need to get closer.
Right before we pulled that, my wife comes in and says, I need you to do something. And I'm like, what?
Okay. Give me 4 hours.
Single target these, please. Skull first. Skull first. X. Moon. Square.
A rune on that wall on the left hand side.
Sorry, I forgot.
Good call.
I'm out of range.
I got cross.
Alright, cool. Let's do it.
I need to get closer.
You won't get hit by the AoE casters.
Hey, bat packs, guys.
Back
Should
up,
probably
back
all
up.
get back to a good range.
Yep.
Back up.
Everybody back up.
Up to the slime and this archer.
Archer, the tank or a healer. Everybody else back. All the way. Most of us are back now, so when you're ready,
Go ahead, girl.
one group.
Go ahead, girl. One group.
Now we're just going to wait a second.
Sorry, which tank is going to hang out up there?
I will. Jethro.
Jeth's healers up there?
Hurry up, girl. That's scary.
Look at these legs go, man.
You and those short legs.
Just wait for him to come back here. Start to get skull. Everybody move up. Let's get X. Everybody move. Everybody move. Everybody move.
Run, not that way. Towards Jethro. Run towards Jethro and the bat.
We gotta kill it before its stone skins are at heals. Fuck.
Fuck.
Everybody back in here. Bring X back. Big heals. Kill X. Eat.
Was close.
Ah, you're nice.
They went back
Too
down.
close. Yeah, they did.
Okay. Next thing is going to be gargoyles again, so everybody to the back.
Back up.
Yeah, everybody should be getting back. There's no
Back. Jeff, take skull back there. I'll hold X.
Okay.
Here they come. Let's get skull. Move up, get X.
Pat's coming up the stairs.
Okay, everybody back up a little bit. Get them marked, please.
You are too kind.
We need to make sure that we separate X and Moon away here. I actually want to kill X and Moon first. So everybody on X, then we'll get on Moon.
You better establish who's grabbing Moon here. Either Dibs or Hoppa. One of you two needs to grab.
Dibs looks ready.
Dibs is ready. Dibs, you get on Moon. Pull him to the right. Everybody on X, kill X first, then Moon, then Skull. Moon. Nice job.
I love it. That's awesome.
That would be stealing.
Hey, let's go down.
Yep, let's move forward.
I need to get closer.
Just watch the ghouls.
It is too far away.
Down skull. Watching your across the doorway there. Skill X. Yeah, thanks for that reminder. Somebody keep track and remind me to set GP for Lotheb, because it did not give it to everybody.
We don't
EP.
include Luminor in that because I joined late. Just for fairness sake.
Thanks, man. Single target, skull. The next. Gonna mark a skull for the next target. Kill X first. There we go.
It is too far away. I need to get closer.
Let's get X next. And square. And moon.
There's still one more path that comes, but I think we can kill these two guys first.
Okay.
I'm out of range.
Should we wait for that Pat?
The first
Or
kill goes to me.
Should still be
Anyone
coming. I
care to
think there's two
wager?
packs. We killed one.
everybody just keep your eyes out. Should be coming this way soon.
I don't believe they aggro from the doorway.
It's probably a good idea we just back up, get rid of them. Let's not take any risks.
I can go over the fight in this room.
And actually, everybody should come back anyway. Yeah, what Grope just said. We don't need to be up there yet. Hoping everybody watched the video. With this many world buffs, it's certainly tempting to try the burn Thane thing. But I think we can just watch the video.
Yeah, there's the circles coming back here.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so all of the warriors and dibs, we will all be tanking for 4 horsemen. For the front 2 mobs, Thane and Mograine, that's going to be Grope, Dibs, Hoppa, and myself. For the back 2, Blamio and Zilex, that's going to be Wipeout, Half, Kazak, and Jethro.
Since I have a 4-piece, I'd prefer not to be the guy to initiate the back guy. I'd prefer to taunt off of somebody because I've got a greater chance of landing the taunt.
Smart.
These guys?
Yeah, let's just focus up on this. Separate them, kill Skull, then X, and circle. Tanks move up. We pulled. Grope, you got a lot on you. Heals on Grope.
Great,
Melee, be careful. Get on X.
You have salvation on their Grope or what? Oh no, don't. I don't ever want to hear you say that again.
I was trying not to keep all three. So we should be good to get in the room.
Alright, cool. Let's set up the rest of this and get it going. Healers, do you know what you're doing yet? Grim, do you want to go over that first? We're not actually going into the room yet, guys. It's not like we're just going to run in there and do 4 horsemen so y'all can come back here.
Yeah, I think we're all good with everybody from last week. I'm just gonna use the same assignment I had last week. If you guys all remember our little dance that we did, a little square dance.
We do need to separate into 4 DPS groups. So if you are a mage, warlock, rogue, hunter, any DPS, come back toward Burbs from the back of the room here. I got a star on my head jumping. Try to do this quickly. Let's get everybody all the way to the back. Let's do mages first, so everybody stay there in the back and stack up. Let's get Silas where Star is now.
Let's get a summon on Cusack so that he can hearth and get his tank gear.
Let's get Luma.
Wait for a summon, man.
Over here. Let's get Run It over here. And Hard Booze over here. Back to Silas's group. Boss Girl. Come to Silas. Let's get Soralia to Luma. I'll go with Run Its group. So then let's do Skids on Hard Booze. We're stars. Let's do Dab over to Silas and Boss. And Crotchet, you'll be with Luma, Soralia. 3-hole, you'll be with me and Run It. Right here, please. Okay, let's do Hunters. Doug, come to Hard Boost and Skids here. Right here. Kill Ads, let's do you over to the next group. Kalor, you'll be with Luma, Soralia, Crotchet. Draco, you'll be with me, Run It, 3-hole. It's all for Hunters. Who else we got? Rogues. Let's do Est with the X, please. And Ketsu, go with Square. Shades, you'll be with Circle. And Hetton, you'll be with Skull. Whoever just set those marks up, thank you very much.
Just trying to save you time.
Holy shit, that was helpful. Nerm, you'll be on... Let's go you with Square, please. Dibs, you're tanking, right? And Grope. Half Tracks, you're tanking.
Burbs, it's basically going to be groups of 5 for the DPS because there's 8 tanks and like 12 healers. Do you want to just do group 3 through 6? Like have those be the 4 groups?
Well, I just did all this shit, but yeah, we can switch the group so it's like that now.
Like I think people will just remember it better if it's by group number.
Okay, well the groups are kind of fucked right now. We got healers where they shouldn't be and whatnot. So I'll set that up. If you guys want to talk about the fight, I'll start to rearrange groups then.
Yeah, should we get to healers? Just healers off the board here. If you guys are gonna do some rotation.
Who's over here? 3.
So yeah, that's all healers and tanks in group 1, 2, 7, and 8. Yeah, I don't know what you want to do for the DPS groups. I would almost I would run all the locks with Derm and split hunters and rogues together, and then mages should mostly be together.
Okay, well that might change everything, but I agree with you. So let's fucking do that then.
Really quick, to get Kusak here, should I hearth the light soap? Really quick. To summon him.
I got my hunter there too to click if we have one more.
My mage is right outside of Naxx here, but I don't think it'd take too long to get over there.
Yeah, we'll be here in okay, cool. I'll hearth the light soap in 57 seconds.
How does group 3, 4, 5, and 6 look? Do you want anything different with that?
That's probably fine, just to keep everyone together.
Okay, so this is all going to change, but every DPS, let's pay attention here. If you're in group 3, which is all those mages, come to where Star's at now. Please.
Let's move.
Group 4, come to where Star is now. Group 5, come to where Star is now. And Draco's got the idea. 6, over here, please. Alright, I'm guessing everybody watched the video. As we run in, they're going to pull the horses to separate corners. Basically, if you're on Thane, our DPS group, group 3, will start on him. We all need to be stacked up with our tank. Who's going to be the first tank in there? Dibs?
Yeah, let's get dibs on Thane for starters.
Alright, so it's very important we all stay stacked up. After the third mark goes out, and then another meteor, a tank should come in and taunt off, and at that point we're all going to run as a group away. But
Let's just call it out like Mark 1, because we have healers moving to Mark 1. And then we'll call out Mark 2, and have the healers that are moving on Mark 2 move.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but on the video, it shows the groups trying to just switch, and it doesn't really show them waiting for the thing to actually be taunted. If the group just starts running and there's resist or something, somebody's going to be separated and end up dying to a meteor. So it's important we actually get that tank swap, and then we move as a unit back to the safe spot.
As long as the meteor goes out, the DPS can move. It's the tank swap is separate from you guys.
I don't know, am I saying something wrong? Yes, after the meteor goes out, we're going to run back to the safe spot. So that's our side. The other side, let's have this group here. You guys will start the hunters on the right corner boss. Doesn't really matter that you're stacked up. Obviously, you guys can just fuck him up. At 3 marks, both my group over there and your group are going to run to the safe spot. And that means these groups will do Hen, Est, and Ketsu. Soralia, you're going to go to where Kalor, Draco, this group was. The other group, Circle and X here, you will switch where the mages were. So let's do that. Let's say it's Mark 3. You guys run in. Meteor just went out. Nobody's moving. So mages will go to the safe spot. Just say it's right where Star is. Okay, so now it's Mark 6. The mages are going to go to the far group now. And the hunters will go to the other side. Hunters, this is going to kind of suck for you, but it's important that you stick with the tank. I know that means that being that close, you're not going to be able to do that much fucking damage. But if you leave the tank by himself, he's going to end up dying to a meteor. So please stack with him when that's...
The meteor has a 9-yard range, right?
We haven't confirmed that, and that did not work in AQ, because, yeah, I researched it. It's supposed to be 9 yards, but it didn't work in AQ.
Okay. Well, basically, I think you guys all get it. The DPS. Every 3 marks, you're rotating. You're going to start where you start. You're going to rotate to the safe spot, wait 3 marks, and then rotate to the far corner. Then after 3 marks, you're going to come back to the safe spot. 3 more, go back to the other corner. If we continuously do that and be careful with the meteors, that's all we're going to do until these 2 bosses are dead. And we're going to rotate to the back ones.
Sounds simple enough.
And when we rotate to the back ones, rogues, any melee, you got to be really careful with the back right horse. I basically don't even want you guys in there. If you get too close and you're too close to somebody else, you can get that Holy Wrath spell chained and basically wipe the whole raid.
Correct. No melee on Zilek. It's be at max range, and then the only one who gets close is for the tank swap.
I agree with everything, Nketsu that too. So melee, just don't even go to the right one. If we can get through those front 2 horses, the rest will just be a breeze.
Burps, can I say something real quick?
Please.
A little bit confused because I thought melee only goes like we'll either start at Thane or we're only doing 3 spots. We go to one boss, then we go to the middle, and then we go to the other front bosses. We don't really even hit the back until we got the first 2 bosses down. Are you saying
correct?
That? Okay, all right.
Then when we actually rotate over, it's all the melee are going to basically go to the back left one. You just have to be careful with the void zones on the ground. But after you get 3 marks from this one, you have to come back to the safe spot and then just wait till those fall off to go back to the same one, because you're never going to the back right one melee. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you.
And even that back left one, Blamio, like, you're probably not going to be there. If she void zones, it's going to be under all of the melee at the same time, and like one of you is going to die every time because you're not fast enough. Like, you guys are probably just going to use your bow and then maybe go in and then run away. Like, that void zone is really terrible. Both of the back bosses are awful for melee.
Alright, so that's our DPS stuff. Grim's going to go over healers quick, but just one more time. Group 3, you're starting on the front left boss. Group 6, you're starting on the front right boss. 4 and 5, you're just running to the safe spot, which is right on the stairs there, to start initially. When we get to 3 marks, Group 5 is going to go to the front right one. Group 4 is going to go to the front left one. Grim, it's all you.
And tanks are doing the same thing.
Which tanks are on, do we see?
I think I'm starting on Thane.
Yeah, so group 1 is the front 2 boss tanks. So let's get Dibs to start on Thane. Grope will start on Mograine. Hoppa, you relieve Thane, and I will relieve Mograine. Those will be our starting positions. For Group 8, you guys are the tanks in the back. I want Cossack to start with Lady Blamio. I want Half Tracks to start with Zelek. Jethro, you are going to relieve Zelek. And Wipeout, you are going to relieve on Blamio.
Sounds good.
And our rotation is the same. Where like you take one in a corner, you go to the safe spot, you go tank the opposite corner, come back to the safe spot. The big heads up for us are really just the swap on Thane. You got to be careful to not get nuked by the meteors you're going in or out alone. And then on Zilak, if you're going in or leaving Zilak, you need to you can't run diagonally straight to the safe spot because you'll cross healers, and if he does the holy chain, you could kill healers. If you're leaving or going to Zilak, you have to go along the edge of the room and then inward.
Real quick, because this is going to take 4 minutes for this to happen. If you have fire protection potions and shadow protection, start to pre-pop those. If you don't, I have a couple extra of fire pots. But with these world buffs still, I think we should take advantage of that and actually use some of these protection pots as first attempt.
Burrs, we want to mark one person in each of the DPS groups.
I do. I'll keep star on me. Skids already has the X. That's good. Where's Est? Grim, go ahead.
Okay, let me post this again real quick. Can we get clear the floor real quick? Except for healers in your corners. So yeah, it looks good. If we can just get darken and front right, X Spartan, darken, Nico, you guys over. Like over here, yeah. We're just gonna make like a square around this circle here. So we're gonna go clockwise. So if your name is first, you're gonna go on one mark. If your name is second, you're gonna go on second mark. If your name is third, you're gonna go on the third mark. And then after that, we just keep rotating on 3 marks. Okay. So we're just gonna run through it once. Okay. Mark 1 is out. Mark 2 is out. Mark 3 is out. And now we just rotate. Mark 4 is out, so the first ones go out. You have 3 stacks. Mark 5 is out. Mark 6 is out. And we just keep rotating then when we have 3 stacks. Beautiful. You guys are the best.
The big thing I saw with the healers, when you're on the Blamio corner, do not stack. You guys need to be spread 10 plus yards from each other so that when they pop a void zone, it's not under all 3 of you.
Again, in the raid chat, I put a weak aura for this fight. It's like your mark counter. Basically, it's already preset for like DPS and tanks, where it's going to tell you every 3 marks to move, and then what like mark it's currently on. But for healers, if you downloaded it and you don't know how to change the thing, let me know, because it's very easy. It can be customized to, whatever mark you're supposed to move on. It's in raid chat if you just scroll up a little bit.
No, Hetton, so the DPS groups, just like the tanks, go to a corner, safe spot, opposite corner, back to safe spot. Every other, you'll always be back at the safe spot.
So, Burbs, I only see one box which has what looks like a shadow protection icon in it. Is that what I'm supposed to see?
So if you open up weak auras, make sure you clicked on the mark counter, and then push up to collapse that big weak auras box. There should be a little locked icon with a big 0 above it. Do you see that? Okay. So if you're a healer and you want to change it to customize to you, make sure you're clicked on the mark counter, then go to custom options. It's one of the tabs at the top in there. And you can change first move at mark. Right now it's set to 3 because that's what everybody should be doing. But for healers, if you're supposed to move on mark 2, then just change that to a 2. Or 1, change it to a 1.
And then post it, Burbs?
Yeah, it's not that far up in raid chat, but got you. And this is on Discord, by the way, not in game. If you're looking in the raid chat game.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
I just reposted it in the Discord one.
Yeah.
Grim just posted it also.
There you go.
So I'm still only seeing one box. Am I supposed to see 3?
For this weak aura?
Yeah.
Right now you're only going to see, the countdowner, which is a timer till the next mark, and then above it will tell you, I believe, how many marks are on you, or which one we're on total, and below it, it's going to say "move" in big red letters when it's your turn to move. I think the 0 is how many marks are on you currently, so when that's at 3, you should be moving. Inside of that slider box, it'll count up to how many marks total we're on.
And I'm going to have to ask again. That's in triggers?
No, so when you have your weak horse thing pulled up, go to custom options.
All right. First move, mark 1 for me. Move every 3.
Yep, and now it'll say "move" really big on your screen when it's your turn to move.
The first kill goes
All right,
to me.
let's.
Anyone care
Are
to
we all good?
avenge me?
Any other tanks or healers need to go over stuff?
We need buff.
We're gonna do that up here. Everybody move up a little bit.
You will be able to bandage yourself each time you go to the safe spot, because you're basically going to spend, I think it's 36 seconds at each position. So from the safe spot out and back, if you're not at full health, but that's perfectly fine, you should have more than enough time back at the safe spot to heal yourself.
Can Burbs, can we get clarification on Group 5 on our rotation one more time? Is it safe spot, Mograine, and safe spot?
Guys, DPS. We're for Group 5. We're going safe spot first, then we're going to front right, then back to safe spot.
Front right is Mograine.
Then front left, then back
And
to
that's
safe, and safe spot.
Yep.
Back.
Real easy. So the mages are going to start front left in Group 3. Hunters are going to start front right in Group 6. Then the warlocks are going to go to where the mages were with Group 4 with Nurm. So we're switching on the left. And then Est and that group, Group 5, is going to switch with the hunters, Group 6 on the right. Mages on the left, our first group, and everybody else, please wait until after Mark 3. There's going to be a meteor. So when that meteor goes off, actually, that's when we're going to run back to the safe spot. Yeah, absolutely, Hoppa. Just open trade. There's a few extra.
How do we want to start the pull on this?
I want to run in.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing I don't want is us to have split groups, because it's hard to know which way they're going to run for tanks.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, Zelik is back right.
What Human said was very important. When you are in your safe spot and just waiting to do something, please heal yourself. Just remember that these healers are running around like every mark in the beginning, trying to make sure our tanks are kept alive. So it's very important that these protection pots are going to save you with bandages.
And the safe spot is on those stairs right there, not on top of the stage, but right there in front on those stairs.
Yeah, good call.
Alright, let's give this a go.
We get shadow protection up super quick. Please.
South on mages, please.
Not your other pot?
Yeah, if you haven't popped a shadow and a fire by now, please do that.
Who has Blamo first?
What's up?
Who has Blamo first?
For tanks?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kusak, I think. Yeah, I think I said Kusak on Blamio and Wipeout is the first
Yeah, it's
relief.
fine. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna call it out when we got 3 stacks or what?
Yes, I will call out. It's going to be big on your screen, but I'll call out when 3, 6, 9, all of that hits for the changes to happen.
Yeah, they always happen at the same time. So like every tank's gonna reach 3 stacks with their mob at the same time. There's no chance to resist it or have it come late. You know, it's always gonna be.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering who had it first. No big deal.
And does the back know their relief tank?
I know I'm relieving Zeliek. add 3 stacks of aft tracks, I believe.
Yep, that's correct.
The rotation you should always be following. Half track starting on Zilek, and Jeth is his relief. Half tracks will always be one position ahead of Jeth. That's how the whole rotation is.
Yeah,
we got it. Just wasn't trying to cause any confusion or nothing. I was just wondering.
Oh, it's all good. We're good.
And then, so after I do Zalek, I start going to Blau.
You go back.
Safe spot.
You go to safe spot as Blau relief, and then at 6 marks, you'll go to Blamio. Remember, you're for DPS and for tanks, you are in a corner on a boss, then you're in the safe spot. Then you're on the opposite boss, then you're back in the safe spot. Then you're back on the first boss you started with.
But it's very important that you wait in that safe spot for 3 marks. That whole timer is the fight. So after you do your little switch and you're running to the safe spot, you get there and you wait 3 more marks. And then when you're ready, you're going to move to your next target or your next zone. This is the entire fight. I know it's a lot of talking and bullshit we're saying, but if we get that down, we're going to be good.
Herbs, can you mark somebody in each group so everybody knows in each group, even if they're confused now, they'll follow that person?
I have the DPS marks out. So, like, for instance, Group 3, just look for the star. Group 3 will be star. Group 5, you're following Moon. That's Est. Group 4 is X. That's Skids. I had one on Group 6, and it looks like it's gone. Doug.
There you go, everybody. Just follow the leader.
Doug is a diamond. So if you're in Group 6, you're following Diamond.
Let's roll.
One more ready check. This will be for pull. It would be really nice to get an actual timer or somebody to just count down so things come in at the same time.
Well, are we going to stage inside?
Oh, we're going to pull from the door here.
We're pulling from the doorway. You don't need to move up. We're all going to run in together. Just
you move in past the door, though.
Mages in Group 3, we're going to go to the left. Hunters in Group 6, you can go to the right and get ready. Pulls in 20 seconds. Please don't go too far up, Shadies.
Did you do it ready?
If you're one of the relief back tanks,
Crystal,
kind of take your time so you don't get a stack.
Hold on. Okay, Crystal's moving up.
5, 4,
Sure you
3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody in. We got to stay stacked up on the left here.
Who's next?
Cusack's down already.
and 2 of them in the same corner.
Dibs is down 2 as well.
Take him to the other side. Left corner.
We lost tanks already.
So try to do the movement if you can. Just practice seeing the fight.
Alright, relief.
Stain's running free.
Avoid zone.
Yeah, I think we need the healers who are starting in the back corners. You just need to move with your tank. You can't run straight to your corner.
That's important. Should we release and come back then?
Looks like we got wipe protection.
I don't think
there's no resing most of us.
Just gonna run back.
Yeah, just release.
We got a DI up.
What I would like to do before this next pull, it won't take very long, but let's make sure, you know, if you're the back left tank, whoever the back left healers are, let's make sure we know, you know, who that is, and everybody in that group knows who they're supposed to be healing. Same with the back right, and front left, and front right. Because for the pull, one of the hardest parts about this is just that initial pull and get everything set up.
Just for the back tanks, like, should I wait there for the relief tank to get there, or should I start moving towards the relief tank?
No, you need to.
Just
As
stay
long
there.
as you have aggro, you do not move.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll have you targeted to see how many stacks you have beforehand, so that way I know when to go in.
Quick question, Grim, are you moving on 2?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so everybody who got it from Grim in chat, you're gonna have to readjust because it had his settings in the weak aura. So if you're melee or your DPS, go ahead and adjust your weak aura back to 3 because it has move on 2 as the that's fine. That's fine.
When I looked at mine, it said 3.
If you got it from Grim in the raid chat, it was most likely set at 2. So go ahead and change it back. Yep.
If you were one of the people that clicked on the link that Grim posted in the raid chat, you need to go in your settings and change it to 3, or whichever one you need to move on.
Or to whichever one you need to move on. Yep.
Yeah, mine said 2, but I move on 2, so I'm fine.
We do have a repair bot, yep.
Yeah, I was going to say the one thing that's interesting about that is that, at least in the back corner, since it took a while for Zealot to get there, or Bellamix rather, yeah, the timer started as soon as the poll started, regardless of where you were in proximity to the actual boss or collecting stacks.
The very first mark doesn't go out for 20 seconds, but after that, it's every 12 seconds.
Basically, have 20 seconds to get the bosses in position. If we do it correctly, it should take about that long to get them to the corners. And that's like a little leeway time where you're not going to get hit with a mark the first 20 seconds.
This fire ward would also work well for one meteor, by the way.
I have a field repair bot thing. Semi, you don't have to hurt.
Yeah, as well, on the poll, just be careful of some of the abilities on the mobs. It did seem like a Void Zone went out fairly early. You should get like a big Deadly Boss mods thing. It's a giant black circle on your feet. You don't want to be standing there.
Void zone in the safe spot was not cool.
Yeah, that shouldn't have. Yeah, that's not a good.
That was just so funny because it was literally directly in the middle of the safe spot.
If you're in the safe spot, you're not doing anything else. I expect you to be able to move.
So what killed Cusack on the pole?
It's a good question. He's what, the back left tank?
He was in the void pool. I'm pretty sure that's what was going on there. He was like standing right outside of it.
Yeah, he wasn't getting heals too. Healers were trying to get in position, and I don't think we knew what was going on.
Just get the healers to stack on the tanks to start.
Well, I was going to ask if we should be closer to the tanks, or should we be closer to the corners of the stage?
If the back... Go
Can you
ahead.
say one more time which tank is going to be starting in which corner?
So, half is starting with Blamio in the back left. Kozak is starting with Zilek in the back right. The healers that are in the back left and right should maintain line of sight on their tank, not run directly into the corner.
All right, so I'm after Cusack, then that's what you're. I was.
Wait.
Been going at.
Real quick, Cusack is saying he's on Lady B.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
On the left.
That's what I thought.
Well, can we at least then just mark the tanks? That way, as they're running up, we can keep visual.
Mark the starting tanks?
Sure, why not? Because or that particular pool, whenever we run in as a cluster, I'm not going to be able to spot half tracks throughout the entirety of everybody else.
Just target him.
It's the guy with the shield.
We got 8 marks.
Oh,
we can do that, guys. We got 8 marks.
Yeah, we're not even using the other 4 marks. It's not a big deal. We can do that.
Yeah, there should be a little bit of range between everybody that's going to have to go further back in the room opposed to everybody that's going to be in the front of the room just rushing into the room initially. Just be inside of the door, but let everybody that's going to go deep go in first, more or less, and then just hang tight for brief seconds. Might alleviate a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, so starting tanks on the front side are Grope and Dibs, and then in the back it was Cusack and Half, right?
Yep.
And who had Blamio? Was that you, Half?
It was Cusack.
Okay, so Cusack had Blamio, Half had Zilek. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's a beautiful macro what he just did. Front left Dibs. So Venny, Grim, and Crystal in the very beginning. It's important you guys keep up Dibs. Spartan, Dark, Miko, Grope. I'm sure you guys can read, but this pole, just make sure you keep up the tank.
When Wolf, they're gonna need buffs, small buffs.
Alright, let's get buffed up and give it another go. We just gotta
Are
see.
we going full consumes, or are we just dancing right now?
If you brought your own, I mean, and it's not a big deal, go for it. But getting this pole down, I don't want people to blow through shitload of consumes.
I mean,
It's not a DPS race, it's a dance.
but it's always nice to not have to work. You gotta use them.
Let's kill this guy and kill that dragon.
Yeah. Oh, I do. In the back here, I'm gonna drop a bot. Somebody's red, so everybody try to repair, please. Don't mark it. We got our marks on people that need them. If you haven't yet, please repair. Everybody, please repair. We get the pull down, should be good. Just remember to bandage when you get back to the middle. There's a buyback tab on it, hard boost.
I know.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Alright, this is for the pull, actually. Let's get it going.
Sorry, I'm still getting mana back from buffing.
Run it. You good?
I'm ready.
Alright, cool. Tank's gonna put a timer. Everybody please move up. Not too far. Pull in 5 seconds. Healers move up with the tanks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get on. He's gonna take a meteor. Everybody here.
Get further in the corner with Thane.
We're trying to.
That's Mark 2.
Mark 3 in 5 seconds. Wait for meteor, then we're gonna run out here.
3.
Run.
Tanks one.
Yep, I'm coming.
Wipeout relieve me.
Stop attack.
Lost 2 healers. Mark 5.
Whoever's tailing me. You got 4.
Down. I mean, wipe out down. Flash taking lady below.
Mark 6.
层数过高。
Hella stacks over here. Jazro needs relief.
层数过高。
6 stacks. Alright.
It's a wipe, but at least we're getting the practice. Did anybody catch who died first there? Or like what happened? I think we lost 2 healers.
Damn, Mograin's at half health.
Yeah.
You think when the back tank gets 3 stacks, they just stop attacking, and then while the other guy's running in, and then try to get them off?
Yep. It shouldn't be too difficult with just attacks, actually, instead of having to go back there and taunt, because you're not supposed to be gaining much threat, supposedly, through that time.
Because my taunt missed, so... And then I hit him, like, twice, and then it...
I had 6 stacks when you came back there to do that.
It was called at 3, and then it was 6 by the time I got back there, I guess. That's how
I
long
had
it takes to
4.
run back there. Yeah, okay.
Just try and have whoever you're tailing targeted, so that way you can see when they have 2 stacks, and then if Burbs or somebody says 5 seconds, or your DBM says 5 seconds, and you see it, then go start running for that guy.
See, I'm actually a little bit confused here. So, I got my 3 stacks of freaking Zealot. I moved to Morgraine. I'm nowhere near fucking Zealot. I'm now freaking healing at Morgraine. And somehow another mark hits me and freaking kills me.
It could have been because the tank died, so the horse was like running toward you or something.
Yeah.
The safe zone is pretty small. So if it's out of position by 3-4 yards.
Well, he's a healer, so their rotations are a little different. But it's just that I think there by the time we got to Mark 4, Rice, the one tank was dead. So that horse probably changed its position and was close enough to you to hit you again.
And it's 4 giant circles.
Yeah, Endor is mentioning that at Morgraine he managed to get 4 stacks from Zealot as well in that position. So it may be a matter of healers, instead of being more center, need to be closer to the door side.
Tanks to try and get your horse as far as you can into the corner.
Did we have him in the wrong position? But Sans, it looked like he was as deep in there as he could get.
At any point during this fight, if a tank dies or something gets mispositioned, if you get a random mark or get an additional mark, like, don't let it be like you were out of position. Just follow your marks, follow what you're supposed to do. If it's somebody else dies or somebody else messes up, more than likely you're going to get a different mark on you or get something that's not supposed to happen. So just...
I think the number one thing we need to look at with that attempt was, and the reason why I asked what happened first, was it looks like our DPS ran out the mage group, and then a couple healers got meteored and died to it. So what I'm mostly focused on right now is fixing that situation. So the Thane group, the healers, do we want them stacked on the tank in that corner? Or are they supposed to be out of range of the meteor? What's the deal with that corner and the healers?
The meteor should be any target within 20 yards of the boss. Healers should not be within that.
I was out of range, I was fine.
Okay, so healers, everybody. This isn't directed at anybody particularly, but you do not go on the stack when you're by Thane. You want to stay out of range of even getting hit by the meteor. Which, like you said, was 20 yards.
In the back, we kind of had Zillik more or less kind of in a little cubby, actually, that's wedged further back. That's probably not where we're supposed to have him, I'm guessing. So
Wait,
that might have had something to do with that.
Group X got to Thane before the meteor hit. Okay, so that meteor change is really important, and this is something that was posted in our Discord by Alejandro, who's somebody we all know, so I'm going to trust what he was saying. like at Mark 3, either if you're running out or running in to Thane, the meteor boss, wait till that meteor drops right after 3, and then you guys switch. If you switch right as soon as 3 happens, there's a chance you could be in range and then get fucked up, or if we run out too early, it's going to spread the group. So every 3 stacks, wait for the meteor, and then you make the switch.
Are these DBM timers accurate as far as you can tell then, or what?
They've been really fucking accurate so far. Compared to some bosses, it's like way off.
So you should be able to see when, you know, the stack's coming and then how much time you have in between that stack and the next stack. You should be able to sit there and long enough between stacks to be able to soak that meteor without having to get too many extra stacks.
Repair bot's still here. Then they can repair quick when you get back. Yeah, and the other thing, I think all tanks know this, but just you don't move until you don't have aggro. Like, make sure you don't run early. When your relief comes in and taunts off of you and actually gets the taunt, then you can leave.
I got a question for Group 5. There looked like there was some confusion. We all started on the safe spot, and that was good. Then after 3, we went to Mograine, who's the bottom right, entrance right. And then that's where the confusion was for Group 5. Half of us went back to the safe spot. The other half of us went from the back right to Thane.
Okay.
You have to go back to the safe spot.
Every time you are damaging
Follow
a boss,
me.
You're going to go back to the safe spot, and you're going to wait. You're not going from one boss right to another horse. If you're DPS and you just were attacking something, you go back to the safe spot and wait for 3 more marks to like tick away on the full counter, and then you can go to the opposite boss. But you don't just go from one horse to another horse. So everybody should know that now.
Tanks, do take a look. The image I posted from last week of the layout of the room in here. The cubbies, like basically it's at the same level as the back of the pedestal that they're on the left and right. Like that's the cubby that blue and yellow should be in.
This is the perfect time for anybody to ask any questions. If you have any confusion at all, we're all learning this together. There's no stupid questions. Like, I'd just rather everybody understand it and know exactly what they're supposed to do. The quicker we do that every single person in here knows what they're supposed to be doing, the faster we're actually going to kill this boss.
So when you were saying that cubby, you meant the cubby that's actually kind of holding a little bit of poison pool back there, actually, like inside of that? Or are you saying to the left of that?
Do you see the image I posted from the Naxx info chat last week?
Yeah, that really vague looking drawing with the safe spot being pink and then the colors of the horsemen off on the corners. Yeah,
that's the cubby that they should be positioned in.
That's a good question, Skids. If you're a healer and you're on the Thane, area, I don't expect people to be able to heal all the DPS standing there, but it's definitely helpful if you can throw out any extra heals. Keeping the tank up it's more important. That's what these fire pots are supposed to be for, to really help with that damage. But if you don't have a fire pot, I get it.
I have some jujus in bag too for fire if anybody needs an extra little bit of resistance.
And mages, please use Fire Ward. It's 920 damage, which is a lot of that meteor. So,
do you want Pallies to put on Fire Aura for anything for this?
You should for yourselves and in case you're near your tank, but like you're not reliably near anyone in your group, so it's mostly pointless.
Okay. More armor it is.
The DPS who are on Thane should expect that when they're done being on Thane, they need to go to the safe spot and bandage. Heals should be prioed for the tanks, and until that time where we're not losing tanks, DPS kind of has to take care of themselves.
Yes, and I saw a question, I forget who asked it, but when you're in the safe spot, you can bandage without it getting interrupted. So use your bandages. When you're back there, it's a perfect time to do that. Kalor and Crystal. You guys okay?
Yep, sorry.
Do we need any other buffs, Kalor? You good?
No, hold on. Ricer needs to do light.
Okay.
Were we able to get the back two into their positions relatively last time?
Seems slightly better.
Yep.
It's all about just improvements. Every time we pull this, let's get a little bit better at it. So everybody move up.
And don't do anything on the pull. Just hit your target. I know, like all three of them came and whacked you, Grove. That's probably not great.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, everybody needs to go at the same time.
Go in. There's Mark 2. Mark 3 coming out.
Tank scope.
Make the swap.
Stack on me. Get up on me.
Damage if you need it.
Sorry, I had to resist Grove.
Keep focused.
Got it.
Mark 5 going out. Another meteor in 5 seconds. Try to get topped off there.
Human's dead.
Mark 6
层数
out.
过高，
We got a free moon running around, or a Morgraine moon running around.
And our Rice.
Wipeout's dead.
There's just no heals up there.
层数过高，
Dips is down now.
Tips is dead.
So, if you're, especially on Mograine, right? Like, there's no other damage except for the damage on the tank. So, if you're a healer on Mograine, on that front right side, the problem is Mograine can immediately hit the tank for like 5,000 damage or some shit. So you have to, it's basically like healing fucking patchwork. You better be spamming the tank with heals. Well, the marks do damage, but, you know, I'd rather the tank stay alive.
Yeah, the marks do consistent damage, and then yeah, Mograine's gimmick is a chance on hit to apply like a 4,800 fire dot over 6 or 8 seconds. That's why the front 4 tanks wear fire resist to help with that a little bit.
But that first minute, 2 minutes of the fight actually went really smooth, so let's just try that again.
So do we need to look at the healer order, or are we good on that?
I think it's a matter of just getting to your position and knowing what you need to heal, which is the active tank in your corner.
Yeah, I do know that whenever I hit Morgraine, I saw both human and Grope, both of them up equal health.
Yeah, Grope was leaving. I mean, so it's if you have target of target, if you can target the boss and see who's actually on, but like yes, for a time period both are going to be there, and that's very understandable. He'll keep us both alive. But you know, if one of them's leaving the area,
I had 5 marks, though. I think it was part of the issue too. I was just taking lots of DPS.
This is progression.
Oh, yeah, that was better. Like Burp said, the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, it definitely seems like most folks, even if you leave at 3, like there's a pretty good chance you're going to get a 4th mark before you get out of range. And then like on a taunt resist, makes that 4 guaranteed, possibly 5.
I mean, we do like, I don't know, up to mark 12, 15 correctly. Those front 2 are probably going to be dead. And then the rest from there is just making sure we do the rotations correctly on the back 2.
Should I switch up front or everything? Keep it like it is, or
that's up to
let's keep it to the same way. Like I don't think I think lack of heals would have killed either of us.
sounds good.
I think we're not far off from actually getting the first 2 horses down. And I don't want it to be like, oh fuck, what do we do now situation. So when we go to the back 2 horses, DPS wise, melee, you are never going to the back right horse. The back left horse is also equally as shitty because there's void zones everywhere. And just a couple seconds on one kills you. So if you want to run in and out of the left one, you know, I think we can pull that off, but just please be careful.
The first kill goes to me.
As far as
Anyone
ranged,
care to wager?
let's do... Once the front 2 die, group 3, you'll go to the back left. In group 6, you'll go to the back right.
Roger.
Group 4 and 5, you'll be in the safe spot. Group 4 will come in and relieve the hunters actually back there. And group 5 will go in and relieve the mages on the back left. Did everybody catch that?
Can you repeat again, Bark?
Yeah, I'll call it out again, but when we get to the back groups, I want groups 4 and 5 to just be in the safe zone. We're all basically going to run there. But group 3, you're going to go to the back left horse, that's Lady B. And group 6, you're going to go to the back right horse. I forget the fucker's name, but just go back to the back right. And then we just repeat that rotation. So it'll be group 5 running in for the back left, and group 4 running in for the back right. I'll call all that out, but hopefully some of you picked up what that means.
Basically, as long as you don't get above 3 marks, you're fine.
We can easily wipe at that point if anybody gets too close to the back right boss. So everyone, when we're killing the back right one, stay in max range. If you get too close, he can do this holy thing. It chains to everybody close to you and does more damage every time it hits. So we need to be really careful to stay max range on the back right one.
Someone's got pack on.
Let's get buffed up. Let's get buffed up and give it another go.
Just check your aspect of the pack.
Oh yeah, that's probably not something we mentioned. When they die, they become ghosts, and they still do their mark. So the safe zone always remains just that same spot. Even after Thane dies, the Thane area still applies its mark. The ghost stands still. All right.
Does everybody move up slightly? And everybody focus up. We can do it this time if we get it. Come on. Pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody move up.
Good pull.
Back row.
Mages, watch your thread here. Chill. Mark 2's out. Mark 3 in 3 seconds. Mark 3's out. Make the switch.
No heals.
Were you on Mulgreen?
Yes.
So, I'm just curious who are the...
Dibs, grab this.
My meat extract! Bring more friends!
Sick. Watch out for those.
Bring more friends!
层数过高。
You guys can stop healing. But there's half the raid dead. Let's just wipe and get back in here and try again. So that's twice in a row I think we've died at the same spot.
Can we try burning thing?
Sorry, what was that?
Can we try burning them?
Bird Thane.
Yeah, burn them.
We need to get this down before we burn anything, guys.
What I was thinking.
Full world buffs. You're not gonna.
And it looks like we had no protection out, so everybody's running back.
We had Dab, I believe, kind of do the calculations of what it takes to burn Thane and actually do that correctly. And it's basically 12k DPS raid wide. I think with full raid buffs, our raid is about 15k. Without that, we are very, very close to that line. So as much as I'd like to try that, I think I can say let's stick to this for tonight, and next time when we get in here, next week, if we got full world buffs, I'm down to give that a go. But tonight is about kind of learning this mechanic this way.
So hold on, everyone. Let's zone in. Let's take a 5-minute bio break, and then let's get back at it. All right.
Sure.
We'll start the break after we're all at the door. All spread.
Can do that. Everyone get back to the Four Horsemen door, and then we'll start the 5-minute break when everyone's there.
A healer question.
Yep.
Is it more important to leave as soon as the whistle blows on your mark, or should you get a last heal on the tank if he's really low?
Last heal.
Yeah.
And before you leave, you should already have 2 healers there, so they shouldn't be that low.
I believe when the mark comes out where it tells you to move, you got 12 seconds to get, to your next thing, or at least out of that zone. So if you take a couple extra seconds to get off a heal and then just move quickly, that's still 10 seconds for you to get out of the zone, which should be plenty of time.
And remember, the 4th mark, it's only 3k damage, so it probably won't kill you. So taking 3k damage might not wipe the raid, but a tank dying will wipe the raid.
That's true too.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
in
so,
particular, if you're the healer that moves on 3, be aware that you will move each time that there's a tank swap as well.
I had to decide, like, should I move instantly or should I put one last heal on human? And I didn't, and he died.
That's a good question, though. I'm glad you asked it.
Yeah, that's a good call. I think especially if you're moving on that moving on that 3, definitely get your tank, top your tank, and then move.
Do you have any fire resist on human?
Yeah, I'm wearing like 140 unbuffed.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, that's why we put Jethro in the back, because he's already got all of his dreadnought, so might as well let him wear it.
Yeah, makes sense.
I can probably get to like 110, 120 unbuffed, but that's stretching it with what I got, and I really don't.
I think we just need to repeat what we did. Looking at logs, he went about 5.5 to 6 seconds without a heal. Human did.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, it's just about people understanding the rotation and being comfortable with it. That was our 3rd fucking poll, so I'm sure it'll start to happen here.
Still got an hour. We got a lot of time.
If you're back at the doorway, go use a bio, grab a drink, do your thing. We'll come back in 5 minutes and get this.
Get it.
What's the boss in the front right?
Mograine?
That's the one the human died on, right?
Yeah.
So that was me. Yeah, so basically, again, I thought it was more important to move than it was to heal him. So I'll stick a little bit longer next time.
You have a shadow resist pot. You should be able to survive the 4th mark if it hits you.
Do not continue! Turn back while there's still time!
Oh shoot, human! I have some in the mailbox.
I'm bluffing him with Juju Fire.
Is there still a warlock here that could summon me right now? Because then I could just.
Yeah, where's it? Do you are you hearthing to Light's Hope or to?
Just summon me now, and I'll hearth to Light's Hope, and then accept the summon.
Oh, that doesn't work when you hearth out of the zone. I believe it happened to Kusak earlier. I can summon you once you're inside the instance, though.
Oh, right.
That's fine. Do any of the
I'll
tanks
just
have
hearth
a
out
couple extra stone shield? I'm sure someone has it, Grim.
I do.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Like, I've been taking fire protection, but like, he just like fucking eats that up in half a second.
Yeah, sounds about right.
If mages are back and you pop a fire ward right as we pull, it's almost perfect timing to pop another one on that last meteor before it comes out. So you can mitigate most of the damage with the meteor. And also, please, we got to be careful with Ignite. I think we almost
5,
had somebody
4, 3, 2, 1.
Does the mark? I know the mark drops your threat. Does it drop the threat you generate, or does it just drop your threat in half?
I don't know.
I think it's just threat generation. I don't think it actually reduces your threat.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Grim, but basically, if you're a healer and you're about to have to rotate because it's your mark is coming up, they should throw out like one more big heal to that tank, even if it's like a second or two after the mark, then rotate. Is that right?
If they need to, like,
yeah,
if the tank is struggling, help out.
Okay, so let's make sure we do that, especially on the
I
front right.
think I think the healers are getting really excited to move, and you have 12 seconds to get to your new position, and you should use it. Like, if you can get to your new position right away, like everything's fine, move there, fine. But if somebody needs a heal where you're at real quick before you move, use that too.
Mostly just the tank.
Right.
Flash, Color, Shadies. You guys good? Shadies and Flash. Okay. Then just Flash. I think you just moved. Happy there? Alright, cool. So when we're ready, check. This will be for pull. Everyone's ready? Let's get a timer. Everybody move up a little bit. Five, four, three, two, one. Go in.
Come on, let me move them.
Careful of void zones.
Yeah, the void zone
Your life is mine.
went right at the right spot.
Well, that's what happens when people fucking do DPS on mobs they shouldn't.
5 seconds till Meteor. And Mark 3.
I gotta go relieve him. I already got 2 stacks.
Mark 3, change.
Crystal, it's all you for a second.
My pet's just locked up over there.
Mark 5. And Mark 6.
Wipeout's dead.
层数过
Mark
高
7. Everybody stop healing. Got a horse running around.
Lightning.
Just die.
You come at the door for
So what happened there on the pole? Not to call anybody out, but
In the very beginning, we had a portal, one of those void portals on the lower right-hand side. Right, and killed all the healers and a couple DPS.
Blamel went after a hunter.
Which one?
Were people attacking before we even got them in place?
No, I dropped a zapper under a lip.
Alright, so one thing we can all do is just, this clearly is not like a race, a DPS race. We're not burning Thane or anything. So there shouldn't be anybody doing any fucking damage until the tank at least has, or all 4 tanks at least have their targets and are pulling them back. There's no point.
The horses are slow too, so it's not like the tanks can't even get consistent hits on them. Like, let it get to the corner.
Yeah. I think everybody's got the DBM timers, but if you're on the Thane one, please watch your meteor timer and make sure you are stacked on that tank if you're a DPS when that meteor's about to go out.
Thane 2, the tank. Try and get your back like all the way against the wall and deep in the corner. Just helps enlarge the safe spot.
Hey, Human, you brought this up before, an officer, and we're talking about it in Hunter Chat. Do you want one of us to pull over to Grope in the bottom right corner?
I mean, we could try, but it's again hedging on does that initial taunt get resisted or not.
I got my I got plus 15 taunt, so it's not going to get resisted.
Because we can at least get him out nice and clean, and then, as for the other three, I leave that to you guys.
Sure, yes. If you want to shoot specifically just Mograine and then be in that corner where Grope will grab him, you're welcome to try that.
Yeah, I'll grab him. I'll get him.
But like in particular for the other ones, Blabio and Zillax, like the tank's like hitting them once and then just like running. Like you really just can't do anything that's going to generate threat. And I guess for those running tanks, do make sure that you get like at least a Sunder or two before you just totally start running. You have to have
The first kill
some
goes
buffer
to me.
for the heals that'll be going
Anyone
out on
care
you.
to wager?
Yeah, we did have Misdirect and Wrath of the Lich King. That's why that was so easy.
Actually, I believe Hunter skidded in Burning Crusade.
Yeah, I know. That notwithstanding, it was there in Wrath of the Lich King. That's why.
Well, if they come out with Wrath, I think I'm skipping this raid and just gonna wait till Oldar comes out.
You can clear it in like the first 4 days.
Yeah, this raid's like super easy in Wrath.
Oh, I know.
What was super easy in Wrath?
This place.
Everything.
Oh, you're talking about Naxx.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, different Naxx, but yeah. Yeah, knowing what we know now, I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of Plague, the Plague, Proto Drake, and what was the other one? For the 10 and 25-man version of No Deaths.
At least when you run it in Wrath, you get like a free mount.
Can you summon run it, please?
I was going to say, there you go. Everybody log into retail, visit Naxx in Northrend. You can kind of go with the pipe, just try not to one-shot them.
We can all level to level 30 and go run it.
So again, at the start of the poll, no damage on any of the bosses unless you are a tank. The only
Correct.
things you should see are curses that mean the lobs are putting up.
Do curses do threat?
Like 10. Any
Don't.
heal.
Don't.
No, like.
Like if you want to watch the threat on the tanks for Thane and Mograine, great. Don't fucking touch the other two.
All right. Let's get full buffs out. I think any one of these attempts, we could just be looking at we fucking do this. So everybody focus up. We're not far from, having the rotation down. So then it's just about execution. Just let's make sure the tanks get in position before we start killing shit. Everybody, keep the tanks alive. DPS, do your thing. Rotate correctly. You'll be alright. So ready, check for the poll.
Just a reminder, please don't range. Don't do any DPS to Mograine. Let me get him into the corner first. I'm going to get him over to Grove, and then I'm going to feign death.
Everyone is ready. Please move up. A 15-second timer. Let's get this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Much better.
Mages, we might have to move up on dibs. The meteor. Just stay with him. Stay with him.
Tanks, do test your range. Be at the very edge outside of the mark.
Mark 2 in 3 seconds. Watch your threat, mages. Mark 3, just gained. Yep. Switch. Let's get human up. Here comes Mark 5. And Mark 6.
Top is down.
Don't worry about the tank who's leaving too much. They'll be able to bandage.
Can we get a battle res on Hoppo, somebody's around? Mark 9 in 3 seconds.
Human, come to thing.
Yeah, I'm coming. He resisted.
We lost dibs in the corner.
Blau free.
So is Mograine.
Hoppo was dead, so I didn't have my loopy thing.
Last time you get next to the door.
Okay, how did Hoppo die? What was he when he died?
Yolo Bro was also down for a while as a healer. So.
That started really well then.
Did. YOLO, how did you die? Was it a meteor?
It's good.
No, we got carried away waiting too long, making sure human was up. I think I can do one heal and then I got to split.
Okay. And then Hoppo, where did you die? Got you. Okay. So we gotta be
So
careful
when you
with
were
those
when you
timers.
were leaving Thane, or what were you doing?
A couple of
Yellow,
groups
did
were
you have a
leaving.
shadow resist spot?
A couple of the groups were leaving Thane too early. You have to wait. You get your third stack. You wait for the next one,
Meteor.
and then you leave.
The thing one's tricky, right? Because I've now seen it both ways. Because we start there, where I've gotten a meteor 0.5 seconds before the third mark. So since that just happened 0.5 seconds, we're obviously not going to wait till the next meteor. So we ran out. But if you're in on Thane as a DPS, and that 6th mark comes out or 9th mark comes out, and you're supposed to be running out, well, if you look at your timer and you see a meteor is going to happen in the next 1 to 2 seconds, you gotta just understand there's no way that relief group is going to be to you already. So don't just go running out, eat that meteor, and then go run out. If everybody kind of grasps that, to keep an eye, if you're on the Thane group, at looking at the meteor timer, that relief is very important, because then the tank won't die if you guys just stay in there and take one more. All the mages are right on top of Dibs, basically, or on the boss, really close. So I expect everybody else to be like that.
And the group running in on Thane doesn't have to wait for Meteor, because you're already grouped up together. So if you get a Meteor, it's going to hit all you guys. It's the group running out.
We shouldn't need a bot at the moment, Killer.
Yeah, we've done, 3 pulls, 4 pulls at most since the last spot?
Yeah, I actually got to the point where I needed to use a mono gem, so we're improving.
I think we got it down in the back.
I mean, we pretty much got one full rotation in before things went south.
Yeah, so the back, you guys are good with void zones and no issues with the holy chain?
Tanks are, anyways.
Shoes.
You're right, Silas. That's a really good call. I noticed that both on Mograine and Thane, that we are flirting with one crit would have pulled off of Dibs. It's always really, really close.
Yeah, I think on Mograine we were actually pulling off.
Who's our quickest threat-generating tank out of these 4 that are swapping with Mograine and Thane?
The issue of Burbs too is we're wearing fire resist.
Do not continue. Turn back while
Yeah,
there's
that
still
makes sense too.
time.
It's mitigation, fire resist, and try not to die.
Yeah, it's probably Dibs compared to the Warriors, because we're just not able to dual wield in the front.
Okay, no, that answer tells me enough. We just need to be fucking careful as mages. So, just watch the threat.
Now, just out of curiosity, I know on Thane you can't dual wield, you said, because of fire resist. What about Mograine?
If you want to have 6 healers there the whole time.
So he just hits really hard.
You can't dual wield on any of them when you only have 2 healers for you.
Could I make a suggestion then? And I'm just going to toss this one out. Right now, X-Partner and myself are in a group with nothing but healers. All the tanks are in one group with YOLO. I realize that we're all filtering out, but as the paladins come into each area, the fact that we may be able to get a retribution aura out, or Devo aura out to those that can actually use it. Or at least the starting ones with whether it be Thane or...
Yeah, I spread it out. 12 25% of the time, maybe you'll be able to put an armor or fire aura on a tank.
Exactly. It's better than having it go to some completely wasted.
I honestly think this fight is more about timing for us healers, right? If we're supposed to move and we have to make the heal, and trust that the person behind you is going to catch up and be able to make the next.
Yep, I mean, we're making improvements. Like Luma just said, he fucking used a mana gem. That means we got farther in the fight, so... for me, it's just about the initial thing that goes wrong. I just want to understand why it happened, so we all learn from it, so that way the next time, you know, we do better. I think that's the thing we just got to keep focused on here.
Let's get to 15 marks with everybody alive.
So if you or your group or anybody, tank and DPS, is in the Thane Meteor boss, please keep an eye on your DBM timer. If you see a meteor about to hit and your mark that just told you to run away happened, well, don't run away yet. Get hit by the meteor, you might save a tank, and then you can run out right after that. Dark, let me know when you're good, man.
I'm good.
Okay, everybody move up. "15 seconds. Let's get it."
Move up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go in.
Heal the active tanks. Human and Hop aren't tanking.
There's 2.
Great threat.
Mark 3's out. Switch. Nice job, everybody. Keep it up. Here comes Mark 5. Five seconds, it'll be Mark 6. There's a meteor like 3 seconds later, so careful. Switch.
Dark DC.
Okay. Watch your threat, mate.
层数过高，
Human's good, don't worry about me.
Too close, Crystal.
What was that?
Too close.
Mark 9 in 3 seconds. Mark 9.
Gibbs is down. So is
That's a
Cossack.
Mark 11. Mark 12. Switch.
Dibs is down.
Yeah, you're not going to get relief, human. Mark 15 coming. Well, that was literally perfect if we just didn't get unlucky with the DC.
Sorry, guys.
It's not your fault, man. Shit happens, but you know what? The point of that was everybody did really fucking good that time. So remember what you did. It's awesome.
Can't believe that shit happened.
That's what happens when you have satellite radio.
Hey, quick question. We wait for the meteor, then run out, right?
That's what was told to us and what we should be doing. If you run out and you leave the tank there by themselves, they could easily die.
Okay, I think a couple in our group ran out too quick and almost got destroyed.
It depends on the timing. Like, if it's probably right around 5 seconds. Like, if you get the mark and a meteor is going to occur within 5 seconds, you definitely need to stay.
Yes.
Yeah, the group running in cannot wait because marks will just pile up on the tank.
We're so close to fucking doing this. Like, seriously. We have the rotation done now.
Lowgreen was at his second shield wall.
Yeah.
Any warrior, it doesn't matter if you're Fury Prot or anything like that, you should be able to macro your interceptability with Blood Rage to give you enough rage to get you to that horseman that you're relieving in split time, basically. So just whatever you can do to get there faster is going to help.
We really got Mograine that low?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just because of it's more beneficial with Thane dies? Is that just due to the arrangement of the DPS groups?
Yeah, because hunters can stay out on Lowgreen. And they start on Lowgreen.
Gotcha.
And our mage group that's on Thane first, we don't really attack at all until Dibs is in position. I mean, if we tried to attack before he got there, one of us would pull.
Oh, because you guys start on Thane and you just have to watch damage.
Correct, yeah.
Well, not for tonight, but like for weeks in the future, we should alter who starts where.
I don't think there's a problem with Swippet trying it right now. 6 of us or 8 of us.
I would like to see, this is only for group 3 since we're all mages, but when we need to go for relief on Thane, use Blink. When we're just all chilling in the safe spot, and that, I think it'll be like Mark 9 or something, where we go back in to Thane. Make sure all of us should be blinking in to get to that tank as fast as possible.
Hey, Keller, hold up. I'm gonna put you in my group for now.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
Tired of getting called a slack-jawed daffodil, so let's kill these bastards.
Yeah, you're more of a daisy.
Oh, you.
Don't worry, he'll be calling you that for like the next 4 months.
I don't care as long as I get my breastplate.
Alright, this could be the time. Let's fucking do it, everybody.
We're still buffing.
Alright.
How many attempts have you guys done tonight?
Like 6.
It's been a steady
830.
case of progression, though. Like, we haven't actually had too many attempts that have been backwards. So,
Nice.
that's a good thing.
Nice, super nice.
Miss you, Leaf. Miss you, buddy.
We had a really shitty production evening. That's why I couldn't make it earlier.
Back street corner.
Should have taken 20 minutes and it took nearly 3 hours.
Oof. Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Same here.
Rice Grim Grope.
Here.
Okay, everybody move up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go. Mark 3 in 3 seconds. Move. Fuck.
That was it.
We're all alive, just bandage here.
I gotta resist growth. Got him.
Mark 5.
Rope's down.
We have a druid right here. It's in Battle Red.
I have mine, but he's too far away.
Dibs is here. Dibs, can you get him? Watch your threat mages.
层数过高，
I'll bone statue.
层数过高，
Dibs, no. Shit. We lost Dibs.
层数过高，
Mulgrain's just running free. Well, let's wipe. Get to the door. Stop healing. Rather get another attempt in.
Next time, bring more friends.
So, Grope, was it a extra stack or something like that that got you as you're running away?
Yeah, you got up to 5, I think. You had to wait for that taunt, so.
Yeah, he still had the flaming dot, which is really where the damage comes from. Like, yeah, there was a resisted taunt, so we got to 4, and then probably 5 at the end. But it's really the dot from the boss that does the most damage.
That last mark hit me for 4,500 shadow.
Oof.
And it looks like we have everybody running back.
I have a soulstone, but I'm kind of in a void zone, sort on the edge of one.
So you're saying you can't avoid it?
Grim's up.
That's a good point, Kuzak. I don't think I've been disarmed.
Grim, am I close enough, or should I run back?
Run back, you slacker.
Nope.
Put a hunter in every group so we can all get the benefit of aspect of the pack.
No.
Please?
Don't you get stunned if you get hit with aspect of the back?
She's talking about for the running back.
Yes.
When hunters won't share, I call it aspect of the whack.
My man. Toggle it off on you to try and beat you to the...
Alright, last 2 attempts I imagine we're gonna get. Let's go for Burning Thane. Fuck it. I'd love to see how far we can get.
What?
It's just it's something that a lot of people in here have wanted to try. And I would actually really like to see how far we can get with that without world buffs. Just in preparation for next week coming in here. If needed. Make a big difference. Tank and heals do the exact same shit.
The tank on Thane stays through it the whole time.
Yeah, he's got to die within the time period, basically.
Right, on the Thane strat, you stay in. Even if you have 4 or 5 marks, you go to the end.
Yep.
Well, with the burn strat, I'm happy that we're trying it, but aggro is going to be a massive.
Let me take him.
With the burn strat, second aggro should go to one of the DPS warriors, who can then on the.
There are no DPS warriors.
Oh no, no DPS warriors left. Okay, never mind.
Like if we still need all 8 of us, there are no DPS warriors. If we can do it with 7 under the burn strat, then we would have 1.
Yeah, if only there was a bear tank in here that like was more committed to, you know, the guild and its job.
That's gonna warrant an immediate demotion to Trial Raider.
Yep.
That would be ideal, because his threat is through the roof. He would for sure get second aggro, and if the tank on Thane dies, he can pick it up real quick, and maybe survive the last 30 seconds.
I say we use shadow pots for trying this to help with raid damage.
Yeah, you have to pre-pot shadow, and then if you can pre-pot fire as well.
If you need a shadow pot, Burbs has like 20 left, 25 left.
So are we bringing Leaf in for this, or are we going with what we have?
Well, who would we bench in order to bring Leaf into this?
Someone with shitty DPS.
I guess I'm out.
No, leave me out.
I guess Wipeout's out.
All right, well let's not say it like that. Maybe somebody wants to volunteer or something.
We really have time? Let's just try and do this.
Yeah, let's try the burn strat and see what happens.
So, yeah, see it for the first time, see if it works for you, and if you need the extra tank, I've got Leaf right outside with world buffs, just waiting there.
You want me to leave so you can bring Leaf in?
No, we're going to keep the same exact people in here for this attempt. If you need a shadow pot, please open trade though. Everybody should have these on them. Does anybody else have any shadow pots on them?
I
have
50.
Okay, I'm getting down to like 15 here. So open trade with either me, Silas, Crystal, run it, but everybody should have one on them before we start this.
Dad also has like 25 left in the gilding.
Like 100 for us, so we should have plenty in the go bank.
If you have consumables, let's use them for this attempt. Our DPS is very important for this pull.
So,
are we worried about pulling aggro off Thane? Do we give him a second or two?
So with going after Thane, so Dibs will be the starting tank on Thane. You basically just have to go with mitigation threat gear. Don't worry about fire resist, Dibs. Hoppa's your first relief, right?
Hoppa should DPS.
Is rear tank rotation the same?
Yeah, rear tank rotation's the same.
We should have 2 stacking points on Thane, correct? We're going to have a range group and then the melee group for the meteors.
Meteors had /8 already, so mages should too.
Sorry, what was the first part of that? You might cut out.
We have /8 on.
Goes to me.
Range should have /8.
Anyone care to wager?
Was that just because you want us at least 8 yards away from melee?
So they're just 2 groups.
Yeah, correct. So one group range will be on star, and then we'll have a melee group obviously by the tanks. Boss, just stay in for this attempt, please. I'm really hoping everybody's got their shadow pot already popped.
So Dibs, do you not want to start on Thane? Do you want to swap with Jethro for that?
It's either way, really.
But let's just keep it the same, the less changes.
Yes, the less changes the better.
Yet I still want Hoppa to come relieve you. And he can do threat gear as well, not fire resist at all. Just because your threat's gonna tank once the marks really start building up. So tank rotation is generally the same, just Dibs and Hoppa wear different gear.
With the burn Thane strat, guys, it's DPS is in until he dies.
Yeah, nobody's leaving at all. We're going to stay there. If he dies, then we all go back to the safe spot. If he's still alive, and then we're fucking dead. It's a wipe. So you're not going anywhere.
Am I still pulling more grain for Grope?
I'd rather you come over because we need all of our DPS on Thane. So Grope, you're gonna have to.
Oh yeah, we're gone.
All right.
What about healers? Are we still doing the rotation, or
Yes.
are we? Okay.
Yeah, because the tanks definitely need the heals. If you're ranged, you're gonna get on Star. If you're melee, just make sure you're close to the tank. Again, Dibs has to get aggro here in the beginning still. I know everybody's ready to just fucking pump, but if we pull, we're fucked anyway. So give him a second.
Yeah, the big thing for the heals is still just heal the tank on Thane. There's going to be tons of people in range, all the DPS. They're going to have, some amount of damage they're taking from the meteor, but it's really on them to have pre-potted Shadow and then take another Shadow pot. I think it's before the 4th or 5th mark to stay alive, and all heals are still just for the tanks and healers themselves.
Do we want to invest that extra shadow pot to everybody? I gave one to basically everybody.
You usually do on the Thane burn strat. You pop a second one on Mark 4 or 5.
Alright, well, then every single person, open trade, if you don't have another shadow pot, with either me, Run It, Silas, I don't know, whoever else said Dab.
Human has some as well.
Except for the rear tanks.
I got 4 more.
Correct. The rear tanks and the healers are still rotating, so they don't need to consume a bunch of shadow pots.
Just gonna do something here that might be unorthodox for this attempt, I guess, since we're gonna do it like this, but I'm gonna just burn Reckless and stuff for 3 stacks of Thane myself while we're all trying to do that, and then once 3 goes out, I'll go over and relieve half. No, or yeah.
Human, you want to cover that one?
That's going to be rough running all the way across the map.
Yeah, does anybody have a speed pot by chance?
Yeah, I do.
That would help.
Yeah, beyond that, just watch threat, and if you happen to steal it off of Dibs, you guys can swap. Dibs will go do relief on Zilak at Mark 3.
Don't be in defensive stance. And
Yeah, I'm Berserker right away. I won't go.
Alright, if you're ranged, you're going to stay with the Star. If you're melee, get ready to stack on the tank when he gets the Thane over in the corner.
We can use a hunter to pull to my side now.
yeah.
Just be careful on your aggro, please. That'll really
Actually, yeah, Doug, you pull Thane over this way, and Dibs will taunt.
I need to get.
All right, can I get a power word shield?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Move up, let's do it.
Up still on Thane.
Range, back up. Right here. Watch your threat.
Boss just froze.
50%. When Mark 4 goes out, pop another shadow pot. Shadow
Go
pot.
ahead,
Shadow pot. Almost there. Yes, dead.
$13% off.
You can stop healing, please. Half the raid's dead, so let's die.
We got light protection of any kind?
I got you, Rice.
Thank you.
It's gonna get really fucking expensive if we keep trying it that way. I'd rather come in with world buffs next week and do that again.
How close were we?
15%.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, I think it helped to have Warrior throwing Thunder Armors on him at the same time up there, along with whatever else I tried to do. Otherwise, it was just nothing for melee DPS.
Let's do it the regular way, just one more time, and then call it night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that based upon yesterday's performance, that we can at least get either Lithobe or Gothic down on the same night.
We running back or waiting?
We're resing folks at the door.
Okay, I didn't know if I was too far back.
Let's see here, Crystal. Let's see if I can get you.
I forgot to ask you guys, how did Loatheb go?
Really smooth.
One shot.
Gothic.
We one-shot Loatheb, one-shot Gothic.
I mean, we one-shotted him before, but...
It actually went smooth. Like, tank stayed alive. I think almost everybody. Or we lose like 3 people.
We lost like 5.
Yeah, at the very end, kind of sucked. A bunch of people died after he died.
I didn't die.
Well, some of us did.
Yeah, so they don't count.
Hey!
I mean, he was already dead. It's like we're all celebrating. All of a sudden, it's like, why do I have a resurrection timer on me?
Does anybody have a bot?
Killer does, I believe.
Well, if this is going to be the last attempt, is anyone in the red?
Somebody is. So let's just
I'm at 26%.
just use the bot. Oh, never mind. He's at Light Hopes. Fuck it. Don't drop it.
Just asking, but the rest of the raid, you guys were past 20 yards. Okay. Did you guys get a meteor?
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So you got to be within 20 yards. So that's why I was saying you should be stacking at 8 yards, so that you can DPS the boss and you'll soak up the meteor with.
It looks like we lost a lot of people on Mark 5.
And again, the meteor hit. It was just too much damage. If we're at 8 yards in, everybody can DPS plus soak the meteor. But that's not what we're going for, right? The idea
we're
is
also
to get
getting hit with the shadow stuff.
Yeah, you're still getting hit with the shadow dot. So
Everyone's getting the shadow dot, but like the DPS are not getting healed. So like you guys need to spread out the meteor damage when you do the burn strat. Like you have to pre-pot with fire.
That's why you got to be within 20.
Rogues got blown away by the meteor, not the shadow.
Draco makes a really, really good fucking point. What he's saying is if we're not within the 20 yards, we're not eligible to even get the meteor. We were back too far, so the melee just kept eating all of them. And then with the shadow damage and with the meteors being stacked on just them, a bunch of fucking rogues ended up dying. So that's a really good point, Draco.
One time I soaked it, which you probably got some of it because I was in between.
Alright, let's refocus on the other strat here. We got one more
The
pull.
first kill goes to
Alright.
me. Anyone
We
care
can
to
take the
wager?
discussion, to Discord and stuff.
We should probably whip that next week with world buffs. We should.
Yeah, just to get ahead of this question, because I know it's going to come up, what can you farm this weekend? Well, the answer is easily greater fire protection potions and greater shadow protection potions. We have a lot of them, but we also just used a lot, so those 2 things, that's what we're going to need.
Can we summon Grim, please?
Alright, so going back to the other strat. Group 3 would start on the left front side. Group 6 would be on the right front side. And Group 4 and 5 go to safe zone and be ready to switch at 3 stacks. Remember to eat the meteor after that last mark if it's close. Other than that, everybody get ready.
Still have a couple groups in pre-spots. Oh, never mind.
Can Doug have his mark back, please?
Doug have his mark back. What mark were you?
Purple.
There it is. And everyone's ready. Let's move up. On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go in. We're gonna have to run over to dibs a little bit. Meteors in 8 seconds. Get on dibs, please.
Careful of void zone.
Get on dibs. 4 seconds, meteor. Mark 3 in 5 seconds. Mark 3, move. Mark 5 going out.
层数过高。
Next time, bring more friends.
Mark 6 in 5 seconds. Be careful with the meteor.
层数过高。
Whole warlock version stack.
层数过高。
Don't worry about healing, I can bandage.
Dibs is down. Morgraine is running free.
层数过高。
You're at the same time.
You guys got a mark at the start of the fight from Thane, huh? That was just a pull there. I feel like we should have hunters and these front two groups being able to pull both of the bosses to the tanks.
If that's the case, and I don't know jack about warriors on this one, but couldn't a charge be enough to get initial threat to help move the back ones into position?
No.
Okay.
Well, when you die, you can run back.
So that's it.
It's 11:30.
Good attempts. Great attempts.
All right. Two things. Just wanted to put out. So, freaking Leaf went ahead and threw up the BWL sign up for Monday with Core. If we can't get Core, we'll just plug it, but max participation. Try to do some hard reses in there. The other thing is a reminder to Burbs about Loetheb's GP.
Yep, go and get it.
Don't
going to get the runes too.
Don't include Loom in that GP, by the way. For Loetheb, I wasn't here for that fight.
Yeah, Leaf, I gotta talk to you about some of this stuff. We didn't have it on Master Loot for the first boss, so gotta make adjustments.
Alright, I can hop on Prime back and he can do it. Just
Ordo to Stormwind.
Yeah, just walk me through what you want me to do or what happened, and I'll make the adjustments.
Okay, I will.
Order to Iron Forge as well. If somebody wants Iron Forge.
Really good week though, everybody. I mean, we got plenty of attempts on Four Horsemen. I think everybody's comfortable with that fight now, and with world buffs, I would like to see us try that Burn Thane strat. So just try to stock up on Shadow Prot potions and Fire Prot potions over the weekend. We're definitely going to be trying to get more ZG idle runs in, so if you can help out with those, you know, we need to get people idols for their enchants. But other than that, really good shit.
Yeah, I think with a proper burn on Thane, we could probably do one less tank, and then if Leaf's there, so that would be 2 of our DPS warriors could jump on Thane.
Yeah.
So like that's at least 2 disarms, perhaps 3 disarms on Thane if the starting tank is also a warrior.
Starting tank should also be a warrior for that, yeah. Shield wall is super useful.
If we have the healers too, we can use a paladin tank.
For like the guys in the back?
No, it would probably have to be Mograine. Because you gotta move the guys in the back.
Don't leave group yet. Oh. Okay.
Drop news.
Wait.
I'm out of the Loetheb GPs.
Because they're undead, you can exercise them, right?
We're giving like progression EP out, so it's just easier if we, you know, we only killed 2 bosses tonight, so we're gonna give a little bonus EP for progression stuff.
We can just go ahead and like scratch the tier 3 leggings and call it even.
What did we get Thane down to on that attempt?
15%. I think he had just gotten out of his second shield wall. It's important to, you know, to get him to those 2 shield walls quickly.
And we had lost the rogues somewhat early due to all the meteors, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Are you handing it out,
Rogue went
Burbs?
down early for sure.
No, I'm running back to Lotheb if somebody else wants to do it.
Okay. You want to do it, human? Go ahead. Give 25 out for tonight.
Leaf, you in here?
I am.
So, Lotheb dropped the Pally leggings that went to Rice. They are worth 50 GP.
Who did that apply to? Why did it say just Hoppa?
Just Hoppa. Looks like.
He went to go grab something from his bank tune. Forgot about the EP, sorry. That was my fault.
It says for the entire raid is.
So, Marie Est, I really like that add-on macro, whatever. I rejoin the raid and you get a whisper telling me that I'm broken.
There it is.
Travels.
That's the one.
That's right. Repair. Everybody repair.
No more
Get the runes from Lotheb, Bryce, just so you can sleep tonight.
What's that?
Okay.
I got the runes from Lotheb's room, so you can sleep tonight, okay?
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
GP
So-
added for the desecrated leg guards.
Who got the other legs? They're Warrior Road, right?
Yeah, Grope did.
So
Grope.
Grope got the ones that are also worth 50.
And then it was the ring, I believe.
Yeah, but we did that.
Really?
Yeah, 10 MP5. It was just shitty ring.
No fire protection pots on the.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking about the bracers for whatever reason, but that got put out normally.
On Goro Crater, where that fucking volcano thing is, you can farm the elemental fire as long as nobody else is there doing it.
Well, the other thing, remember, if you get Hearts of Fire, you can transmute those into 3 elemental fire, and there is no daily cooldown on it. The recipe is Thorium Brotherhood.
It's a 10-minute cooldown, so it's not that fast. But yeah.
And I know, I want to say that I have quite a few Hearts of Fire on chip.
Did we one-shot everything this week except for
Yep.
Four Horsemen?
Yep.
Wow.
Not Raz.
One shot my heart too.
Oh, fucking Raz. Good point.
Human used